Good day, everyone. My name is Olaniyan Olusegun Israel, the founder of Candles Hub YouTube channel. You are welcome to today's video. The essence of today's video is to educate more us on the various ways in which we can ameliorate several online cyber crime. Previous video, I did a video on what are those tips that you can do as an individual to avoid being scammed online, and what are those things that you need to take note, especially if you are transacting online, recognizing the fact that cyber scam is among the notorious crime that seems difficult to eradicate among all countries of the world. Virtually all countries of the world, you have some kind of criminality, cyber criminals that perpetrate some of these criminal tendency. So the essence of the last video is to enlighten us on what are those things that we as an individuals need to put in place, especially recognizing the fact that some information that we may not pay attention to sometimes can easily save us from all these cyber hackers and cyber scam. So the previous video which I did expedite more on what are those things that we need to put in place, what is cyber scam, what are the various ways in which cyber hackers usually, or what are the techniques which cyber hackers use in gaining access to people's privacy and the like. So basically, you are welcome to this channel once again. This channel is basically aimed at equipping individuals on the various research techniques. We focus on research. What are those things that you need to put in place as an individual, as a student, and also as a professional, especially if you are conducting a meaningful research? What are those things that you need to put in place, especially if you want to engage the literature relative to literature search, research conduct, and the likes? So these are some of the things that we teach here in this channel. And also, as part of this channel, we also aims at equipping individual subscribers of this channel on the various digital skills such as website development, graphics, and the likes, and how they can navigate, especially how they can combine different skills together to earn extra incomes. Beyond that, this channel also equip individuals on the various way to analyze social issues, particularly if you're a student or a postgraduate student. So the essence of this channel is just to train you on how you can be a kind of critical thinking, especially if you're doing your literature review, report writing, and the likes, critiques. So basically, if your aim is to be endowed academically, if your aim is to leverage on research, gain relevant skills on research, and also if your aim is to acquire more digital skills, as I said earlier, you are in the right channel. You are not in the wrong channel. So you are welcome once again to this channel. So as I said earlier, I did a video on various ways in which you can prevent online scams. So you can familiarize with some of these videos and also some of these previous video which I did on research, some on those things which you need to put in place if you are conducting a meaningful research, writing a statement of problem, and also referencing or citation. What are those things that you need to put in place? So basically, this channel has the necessary resources to equip you with whatever things you needed. So the second part of this video on how to prevent online scam focus on what are those things that you need to put in place, especially if you are transacting online. First, what you need to put in place beyond all the various preventive measures which I've iterated in my previous video Another thing you need to put in place is what we call hypertext transfer protocol. The hypertext transfer protocol can be divided into two. We have the hypertext transfer protocol, the secured one, and the hypertext transfer protocol, the non-secured one. What is the difference, and how do you recognize whether a website is secured to transact business or not? Although the previous video which I did will explain better on those things that you need to put in place, but the one I'm doing currently now will tell you, especially if you've identified a legitimate website to transact with, and you are about to transact that business or the required business online, or you are about to make payments online. What are those things that you need to put in place? First is, once you log into their website, the first thing you need to observe is the website secured? If you observe very well, if you are using WhatsApp, you notice that the WhatsApp will always bring some kind of features that messages sent are encrypted. What does that mean? Is that if you send a message to someone, even WhatsApp that builds that platform has no authority to access whatever message you send to. There's something we call privacy policy. That's why for every transaction that you are going to make online, you have to study the privacy policy of that particular website. And how do you know? It's through the hosting details which the company utilize. For example, the moment you log in to a particular website, maybe you've identified that at this particular company, they're legit PA company, they have a website. The question is, which you need to even ask yourself is, I'm going to be transacting business with this particular people or with these individuals online using a particular website. I will be inputting my details, possibly your card number, especially if you want to pay online, your card number and your CVV. The question you need to put in place as an individual who is conscious of security is, if I input my details, how secure is the website? And is it a website that it can easily be prone to attack? Now, how do you recognize? As I said earlier, in this video I will be teaching you what we call hypertext transfer protocol, secured and non-secured. What is the usefulness of hypertext transfer protocol? The hypertext transfer protocol is more or less like a messenger that sends whatever information you process, you input online to the server. And the way it sent it in form of report, encrypted report, that even the platform that built that particular website will not have access to that particular information. They cannot have access to it. They cannot have access to it. It is more or less like a cloud security storage that helps to guarantee the privacy of individuals using that particular website. So how does this work? Whenever you visit a website and you type their URL, just like this one, I'm using this particular website as an example because in this particular website, most especially a website that has dashboard whereby you log in, that accept online transaction payments, most times these particular things that I want to talk about on hypertext transfer protocol is pertaining to them. For example, now if you've logged into this particular website, you've typed the address on the address bar. The next thing is, if you observe very well, there's a key here, something, a symbol that looks like a key. What is this talking about? The thing is talking about view site information. If you type a URL here and you notice that the key is not showing, or the key is crossed like this, something is crossing the key, that is a red flag for you. If it is a website that you know that you've done your due diligence and you've already verified that they are legit websites that you can transact with, then what you should do is you can mail them that this is what you observe, that you would like to patronize them, but you notice that their website is not secured. It's not secure. That the essence of this key is that whatever information that you send or input here is more secured. Their privacy policy is secure in such a way that whatever information you send, even those people that build this website, they will not have access to it. It is a cloud storage that is being backed up, so they will not have access to it. It is secured from hackers and the likes. It is secure from hackers. But in a situation whereby you notice that these particular symbols, key symbols, is crossed, send a mail to them that you would like to patronize them, but however you notice that their site is not secured. Can they improve in their privacy policy by securing their website from external attacks? Because bearing in mind that this website deals with a lot of online transaction, and if not properly handled, it can lead to different form of cyber attacks. Just write a short message to them. If it is a reasonable complaint, they are going to respond to your message and do the needful. So that is the essence of this. So if you click here very well, you see view site information. You see connection is secured. If we click this, your information, for example, password or credit card number, is private when it is sent to this site. Look at it. Certificate is valid. Most times, whenever we want to make transaction online, we don't usually pay attention to some of this information, and some of this little information that we don't even pay attention to matters most, especially when it comes to prevention of cybercrime. So this is trying to tell you that security, you can see security here. It's trying to tell you that the site is secured, and also connection is also secured. Your connection to this particular website is secured. Your information, for example, any password you input, any card number, any details, is private. And also the certificate of this particular website is also is valid. It has been recognized. They have a kind of legitimate hosting website. So if you click on learn more, let's check again. You can see. To learn more, check if connection is secure. Chrome helps you browse more securely by alerting you when it detects a site that may be unsafe to visit. When a site may be unsafe, Chrome changes the icon next to the site address. In Chrome, open a web page to text. So look at it. If you want Chrome to ask you before you use an unsecure, turn on hypertext transfer protocol secured. If you see HTTP without S, it means that the website is not it's not secured. If you see HTTPS, which means hypertext transfer protocol secured, it means that the website is secured and safe to use and safe to input your information. You can turn it on But if you off it, you have the risk of not being alert whether a particular website is secured or not. But it will be of your best interest to turn it on. However, one thing that you also need to know is that why this may save you from a lot of cyber attacks, and also why this also may helps you to recognize which site is safe or not. It is also important to note that this hypertext transfer protocol secured is what can also be used by cyber hackers, can be used in form of disguise to perpetrate cyber crime. But one thing you need to know is that before you transact business online, as I said, first of all, check for reviews. Don't pay attention to the positive review. Pay attention to the negative review and what caused the problem and how the complaint handles the negative review. Pay attention to the negative review. The negative review matters most because they will give honest. That is more or less like honest review. But most important, what people don't know is that they usually pay attention to the positive one by neglecting the negative, whereas the negative one matters most, especially if you want to do due diligence on a particular website. So you have to pay attention to the negative one. Ask information. With the last videos that I did, I've already expatiated more on those things that you need to do. So I'm still reiterating it that why this HTTPS hypertext transfer protocol secured, that transfer your information online. Why this secured can also be used by cyber criminals to perpetrate, to disguise like as if the website you are entering is secured. It is also important to note that it can be used to manipulate people. But how you can identify is that you have to do your proper due diligence, pay attention to this. You have to identify it, you have to verify that the site that you want to transact business with, it has been used, it has a physical office where you can trace them, it has a years of establishment. All those elements that I'm listing, you can find it in my previous video. So if you look at this particular website also, again, let me open another website which you can, let's say this particular website. Let's see if this particular website will load. This is a journal article. Look at this also. This is also what? This is also secured. Although I have no idea whether they make payments on this particular website, but this is also secured. But if you look at sites like this, look at it, not secured. Not secured. This is also trying to tell you that if you transact any business, this particular website is prone to attack. It can be attacked by cyber criminals. So that's just the essence of today's video, and I hope you've learned one or two things in today's video. If you have any question or any clarification, you can always put it in the comment section and I will be glad to attend to it. So once again, do well to subscribe to this channel and do well to turn on your notification button to stay more alert on latest video which I will be dropping. Once again, I appreciate the time set aside to watch today's video, and I hope to see you next in my videos. Thank you very much. See you next in my video.